Hey, good evening, everybody. Happy Thursday to you. It is Thursday night. It is football eve, and tomorrow night we kick off the high school football season at Carterville High School. Excited about that. I'm glad to see you as we do every single season on Thursday nights. I'll sit down, give you some information about the game. I usually will on Thursdays of practice, we'll go out to talk to the coaches and watch what's going on, and then I get our pre-game interview with Coach Brett Diel. We'll do that usually the evening before, and that's what we did exactly today. They got done just a little bit early today. Said they had a really good practice and wanted to get out early and get some rest and get prepared for tomorrow. But really excited about the start of the high school football season. Before that, I want to mention something going on this weekend. It's actually going on right now as I'm recording this. They're at Carterville High School. It's the River to River Conference Preview Volleyball Tournament. And game started at 5 o'clock this afternoon. They're going to go until this evening, probably until about 9 o'clock or so. And then on Saturday, they'll start back up at 9 a.m. And we've got teams like Massac County, West Frankfort, Nashville, Goreville, Murphy, Harrisburg is here, Pinckneyville, Anna Jonesboro, Heron. Also, don't forget about your Carterville Lions. Benton is here as well. So that is going on at the high school. So the school's going to be busy tonight and coming up on Saturday. As I said, though, we went out to the football field this evening to talk to the head coach of the Carterville Lions about the upcoming season. Here's my interview with Coach Brett Diel. Friday Night Football is back. Coach Brett Diel joining us here on our pregame show, my obligatory hard to believe. This is it. And for some reason, it seems like it's early this year.
I don't know. I mean, we've been practicing for what seems like forever, so it's finally here. I mean, you're right. I can remember walking off the field with Mount Zion, just like it was yesterday. But man, there's been a lot of time since then. We put in a lot of work in the weight room, through summer camp, through our preseason practices right now. So when you think of it like that, I mean, we're 35 days in, with contact, 20 in the summer and about 15 here in preseason, and it's. It seems like it's quick, but at the same time, man, it's been a while.
And of course, it's really kind of a year-round sport, it seems like. I mean, with the workouts and everything that you do.
Yeah, we try to balance that where we're not touching a football or anything like that. Once the season ends in November, we give our guys off until the new year typically. And then starting in January, we do weight room about 3 days a week after school, in addition to what they do during the day in their athletic PE classes. And then in the summer, we don't do a ton of football in June. A lot of that is kind of conditioning and just getting our bodies ready for some contact and some of the physicality. And then really in July, we really pick up with a lot of our install, and that carries us into August with these practices. So we've been going at this for about, so it seems like 7 or 8 weeks now. It's time to play somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of playing somebody else, this year the schedule's a little bit different for this Carterville Lions than what we've seen in the past.
I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, we've had a tough schedule already, but I just felt like the last couple of years, we're drawing some of these teams out of the area. To name a few: Geneseo and Coal City and Rochester, and last year Mount Zion. And what a lot of those schools have in common is that the average opponent, they're playing teams of 800, 900,000 plus students, and that's no disrespect to the teams that we play, but there's just a difference between a school of 400 and a school of 1,400. That's not to say the 400 can't beat us. They have. I mean, Nashville is one example, a small school 2A, and they've beat us just as many times as we beat them. So it's not about that. It's just about when you start seeing these rosters of 60, 70 people, and the depth and the special teams, and it's just different. So I thought that one of the things that we needed to do to try to take a step in the 4A playoffs is just to increase some of our opponent enrollments. So Marion, is sitting at about 1,300 students. I'm not exactly sure. And Charleston, week 3 is about 750. And then Hopkinsville is over 1,000. We're going to play them week 5. So we've added 2 schools over 1,000 this year. And I hope that, the speed, the depth, and those types of things that we're going to see will better prepare us for the 4A playoffs.
One of the things that I'm really excited about starts here tonight, and this is the matchup against the Marion Wildcats.
Yeah, this is something that we've talked about for a long time, just never really could make it work. And, it just kind of worked out this winter where, we both could arrange an opening and just kind of traded some opponents with Heron. And Heron took Benton, and we're going to take Marion. And I think it's a great opportunity for our kids and for our communities just being so close together and really never having played in the modern era here. I think there was some games maybe in the 50s. I'm not quite sure about that. But I've been a part of Carterville football for over 30 years in some capacity, and we've never been able to play them in varsity. So here we are, the opportunity to start something hopefully that's pretty special.
And you also bring up, this team is a little bit different this year in that your lines have the experience this year, whereas in years past it's been your specialty players that had the experience.
Yeah, whenever you start to play with a 4-year starter on the offensive line in Jackson Smith, you like your chances. Jackson's just a game changer. He's got so much experience and so big, so strong that he kind of takes that quick nose. Sometimes those teams will put a good guy in the A gaps or whatever on your center. It gives you trouble. It really doesn't slow us down. He neutralizes that. So he's got a tough matchup here on Friday night with one of their D tackles, and I got faith in him. The play starts with him, and a line that's pretty experienced.
I've watched him in practice. He's kind of a Zen kind of guy.
He
stands there with his eyes closed in the huddle, and I know he's just listening for the play call and imagining what his assignment is.
Yeah, he's been doing this for a while, and he's probably just ready to get going on game night, and it's hard, man. He's been doing these practices for a long time. He's heard about everything I've got to say, so he just
good and bad.
He just wants to play right on. He just wants to play call, and he just wants to go do it. So he's going to get that opportunity. It's here.
Coach, what about the fact that we're expecting a huge crowd here tomorrow night?
Yeah, I really don't know what to expect. I know there's going to be a lot of people. Both communities are pretty excited about it. It's so close that I would assume that just about everybody associated with those two towns are going to be here, and that alone will be a big crowd. And who knows what other towns and other types of people will be here. But we're looking forward to it. I like a big atmosphere. I'd rather play in that than with nobody in the stands, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I'm excited. Good luck tonight, and I'm glad football's back, and we'll talk post-game.
It's here. All right, buddy. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach. That's Coach Brett Diel, and you get a sneak peek at the pregame that they'll air on the radio, News Radio WJPF coming up tomorrow evening. So always try to give you a little bit of something extra here as we go into the game. Speaking of that football schedule, this is what the schedule looks like and how it shakes out for this 2025 season. Of course, going to open against Marion. There's 5 home games this year for the Carterville Lions. We'll be home week 2 against Nashville. Week 3 and 4 going on the road. Going to head to Charleston, Illinois, and then to Heron in week 4. Come back home for 2 games in a row. Hopkinsville, Kentucky, going to be here on September 26th. Harrisburg will come to town October 3rd. And then Massac, actually 3 in a row there, with Massac coming in on October 10th. We'll wrap up the season on the road October 17th at Murphy, and then at Anna Jonesboro. So that's how it all shakes out, and it gets going tomorrow night. And, of course, we're going to have your game for you on News Radio WJPF. Keenan Clark and I teaming up once again to bring you Carterville Lions football, and we'll have the live stream. You can go to YouTube, just search Marion at Carterville. That's all you need to do, and we'll have all of the action for you coming up tomorrow evening. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, and looking forward to another exciting season of Carterville Lions sports. And as we always say, roar, Lions roar. Have a good night, everybody.